Hello, welcome back to another video. I am the solution. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and drop down those comments and interact with me. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and let me know how you feel about this fragrance game. And share the video as well. So today we're going to talk about brands, scent lines, and are you loyal to them? Are you a devout follower? Is this like a passing thing? Like, they made this really well. Everything else, I'm not so happy with it, but I do like what they did with that one, and I'm good. Until they make something greater or just as good, I'm done with them. And this is not the case with this particular line. Now, I found out about this line via someone I don't talk to anymore. I'll say that. Yeah. They were wearing it. I was like, that smells pretty good. I like that. That's odd. I've never smelled that. And I had a feeling it was possibly Middle Eastern, maybe not. I didn't care. So I went scent hunting for it. I believe they gave me the wrong name. Then I stumbled upon it. And they actually had more of this line, but I did not pursue afterwards because one of these kind of I let myself down. It didn't let me down. I was a little too anxious with it. But the line is Orientica, and we're going to talk about how I got into this line. Like I said, I was introduced to this by someone I don't talk to anymore. Okay, I don't have conversations with them. But Orientica is a Middle Eastern line. It's unique. Now, yes, they do adjacent things with some luxury lines, and I don't like really mentioning what it's replicating. That's for you to decide. Let's have fun with that. I want it to stand alone. I go, oh yeah, this smells like that. Cool. But if I just like it, I like it. I don't say, all right, I got that, so I won't have to use that. I won't burn up my $185 bottle. But I bought a discovery set, a Parfait or whatever the fragrance snobs like to call it out there. Your ascots and smokers jackets and blazers, all right, and your coffee beans and frame, all that good stuff. I just like scents. Okay, I'm that dude that smells good. It's like, what are you wearing? And I'm kind of like, shoot, man, I forgot. Oh yeah, that. I'm him. Okay, I'm that guy. So I bought the discovery set, and it had, I believe, 4 bottles in there, and this is what's left of those bottles. Okay, I gave 3 away, and I kept this one because I said this will be the one I will eventually purchase, and this is the Royal Amber. Oh, that's nice. Now, I love amber, and this is why I love amber. However, this has a little bit more alcohol than I like. And what I do with this is that this will always be worn with a body oil, all right, with low scent. A kind of shea butter with a low fragrance content to it. An aloe vera baby oil or something like that with a low, so it doesn't change the scent composition of it. So it'll kind of kill off the alcohol right here. And part of it is my fault because I was too anxious. I didn't let it macerate enough when I bought the bigger bottle, which is right here. Nice, big, hefty, healthy bottle of juice. As you can see, I have been working on that. All right, I love amber. A lot of people wouldn't equate that with men, but I'm not a spicy guy, and this was a total. I have a video about workplace appropriate, in my opinion, scents. I work in HR, by the way, and yeah, I put my HRism, my ability in question the day I wore this, because I was like, oh, I got it, and I figured it cooled off from. It was warm when I got it, when it got shipped in. I live in Texas, in San Antonio, and it gets hot for 80% of the year, 85% of the year, really. That might be too low. But I was like, yeah, I'm wearing this tomorrow at work. And maybe it was the fabric. I told you all about the fabrics that you wear. It does play a part. I was wearing a flex fit shirt. You know, it's one of those stretchy that kind of, I'm somewhat muscular dude. I'm holding on to what I got. All right, from back in my glory days. I'm old now. All right, this is dyed, by the way, if y'all can't see. Just full disclosure. All right, yeah. But it was when my body heated up that day at work. This kicked off that alcohol that's in there, and the amber and the other notes did not overtake it. And that was a comment made. I had to come clean. I said, it's the scent that I'm wearing. And I remembered how much I put this on. Because if amber is the base note and it leads, it can be very powerful. All right. But the alcohol had overtaken the amber. And someone asked about it. I said, And I showed them. I said, it's this. I got it. I was excited to wear it. And he's like, it doesn't smell bad. They say it doesn't smell bad, but the alcohol in it is really jumping, And we went outside and came back in, so my body was warmed up. So I was like, oh man, I'm in HR. Somebody had a comment about that. So interesting enough. Out of all the things I've worn and people have asked me about it, this one failed me at work, but I did wear it again. And nobody said a word. All right. Nobody said a word. I'm about a 5 to 6 spray guy. Now, I do have one that's clearly an alternative to a very high-end line. I like to say they probably, in my opinion, they come in second in performance-wise behind a proven alternative of a very, very popular high-end line. But we're going to talk about that one first. We have this one right here is Royal Blue. And this is the one that individual was wearing, the Royal Blue. You can somewhat see through this bottle. I've only wore this a few times. Nice metal caging with flowers around it. Yeah, very soft. But this has less alcohol. This has more oil and it jumps off. Very, very unique scent. The person's wearing, I had to give them praise for what I loved it because it's so soft and powdery. And there's some kind of floral note in there. And I talked about this in some videos that's going to be coming out. I'm not a huge floral guy. Floral scents cannot lead for me. I cannot have floral being the base note for me. It's just, it's got to be something taking it down. I don't want to smell like a bouquet. I leave that for the ladies, for the guys that like, the floral notes. Shout out to you. Just not my thing. Kiss Griffey knows we talked about that. And the last one I have on the list is the Amber Rouge. So you probably got an idea what this is an alternative for. All right. Now, if you wonder what kind of camera I'm using, I'm actually using a webcam, believe it or not. It's a very good one, by the way. As you can see how sharp I look. And I've had it for some years. But what it is, it's my computer really allowing it to perform a lot better than my old computer. So this is an option for that Baccarat, all right, Rouge. This is an alternative to the Baccarat Rouge, all right. So you don't want to spend that $250 and up for that Baccarat Rouge, all right. This one does pretty well. However, Armani does Baccarat Rouge even better. This is pretty good. All right, this will get you through, but it does not perform like Armani's Untold. Some people say there's other ones out there, but to me, this comes in second behind Armani Untold. When you're talking about an alternative to that Baccarat, all right, that Baccarat, pardon me, Rouge, this will get you through. Might want to take it with you. Depends on how you feel about it. Me, my lady loves that scent, whether it's the OG itself or oh my goodness, she's on her third bottle, and I enabled her. All right, you like what you like, baby. I get it for you, just like my daughter. You like it. I'm not going to find something you might like. I'm going to get you what you like. All right, because I expect the same for the rare times I ask for things. I don't ask for much, so because of that, get me exactly what I want, what I like. All right, but she has a small little discovery thing of this, and she told me, hey babe, it's good, but it does not perform like Armani Untold. All right, Armani Untold, dare I say, actually outperforms Red Rouge, in my opinion, because I smell this all the time. I think I've worn this twice, and I might wear it twice again before the year's over. But I smell this all the time. Oh my goodness. I got this woman a 120 ml bottle. Shout out to Kids Griffey for putting me onto that link for that. But Orientica. There's a black bottle. I believe I gave the Kids Griffey I think it's rose based, which is why I gave it to him. And there's a blue one. Can't remember the name of it. Bluish green. Haven't smelled that. I said I will get out and look for that and see what that smells like. I said I want to add it to my entire line. All right, coming in usually around $55 to $65. Now, this one right here, because everybody's trying to get that Red Rouge smell, this smallish one right here is going to come in about $55 to $65 by itself. These you're going to see around $55. Okay, I didn't even see $80 because low key these are very, very popular. All right, it's a niche line of the alternative lines, if you will. A lot of people don't talk about Orientica a lot, but I like it. I like what they do. Very interesting bottling with this metallic floral cage that's metal you're hearing on there. That's not plastic, and a glass bottle. Now this is plastic, obviously, as Discovery said, so they're going to throw a lot of money in that. But I will say, if you want to take this with you, be careful. All right, because this will pop off. Okay, be careful. You don't want to ruin anything, but if you're carrying this around, please be careful. It will pop off. But Orientica, it can be found pretty much everywhere on all your marketplaces, all that good stuff. A lot of your fragrance stores may have a few of these. At the least, they're going to have these two. These are the two of the more popular ones, or the more popular ones, period. And try them out. Do something different. I'm out of here. But more scent lines to come. We're going to start talking about the collections. I have a very, very vast collection, and I do have, a variation of a lot of these brands. I might have 3 or more bottles. It's going to be the standard. 3 or more bottles, okay? Has to be the standard while I talk about those. If I got 3 or more bottles of different scents of something, I'm probably going to roll it out of here, and I'm out of here.